Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another review, and we're doing the final season of The Last Kingdom. And this is season 5, the last one. I wish this really wasn't the last one. I wish there was more seasons, but I guess the director or whoever thought of if we're gonna do another thing with Uhtred, we should as well make it the final one for him. So they're like, how about we do a movie instead? Put it all together and tell the whole entire story through a movie. And I think that was perfect. I liked it. I loved the movie and everything. Like literally, you can go watch the review on it. I loved the movie though, but I wish Bernard or whoever wrote Bernard, as I said his name, I don't know. Whoever wrote the books would have made more, so they can make more seasons or movies based off the books. But sadly, he didn't make no more books. I don't know why, but um, yeah. And does Uhtred die? I'm gonna say like you. I don't know if he did. I really don't know. I still actually don't know to this day. I really don't. Does he die? Like I was watching Last Kingdom, Seven Kings Must Die, and he all of them are looking at him, and how could they see him standing if he was dead? That makes no sense. Like if he was dead, all would be freaking out. Like, but he was standing in the middle of between which he rather go to Valhalla or stay in the real world. But it says in the books he died from old age, which everybody does, but I'm not gonna say he went to Valhalla because I think it still had shit to do on Earth rather than just leave his people. Like, and a lot of people are disappointed in the ending. Like, literally, why? Because you get to see Rita, you get to see Errol Ragnar. I know you wanted to see Ragnar, Uhtred's brother, but you couldn't for some reason. You get to see Haston or Haston, and you get to see Klappa, which I think all of them are great characters, and especially Haston, how he doesn't want to do no more killing and shit, and he just has a treaty or truce with Uhtred, which I find very fucking great of him to do. He's not wanting to hurt Uhtred no more. I love Haston for that, and I always will, because he is a good character. But in the very beginning, he was an asshole. And I really didn't like him that much. I only care about Uhtred and other characters, obviously. But just see how all it just fucking changes. Like he's a different man, and he has a wife, and he wants to get out of there. But Uhtred requests one last thing that he wants him to do, and he ends up dying for it, which sucks. I really hated that. But yeah, anyway, continue to season 5. So this season has a bunch of shit. I forgot to include from the last season that Uhtred's daughter gets with Sittrigger, and well, Sittrigger was an enemy, and I like that him and Uhtred's daughter got in a relationship. I think that was perfect for them. But they did not have to kill him off, really. They really did not have to kill him off like that. I liked Sittrigger. I really liked him a lot. And just, like, getting used to characters is so easy. Like, literally, you get, when they turn good, you get so used to them. And then when they get killed off, you're like, oh, man, I fucking love them. Like, that's how I felt after Sittrigger got killed. But then Brita comes back and literally tries to kill Uhtred's bloodline for no fucking reason. Then you got Ethelfled dying from cancer because I searched up what she died from and it said something about like how they said back then. I don't know what it was called, the word, but I really liked her. Her and Uhtred had a daughter, which I think they had a daughter. I'm not kids. I don't know, but um, then Brita challenging Uhtred to a fucking. Well, actually, in my opinion, I'm gonna get this out here real quick. She has a daughter, which I forgot to make that very clear at the very end of season 4 on the review. But anyway, this is gonna be a long ass review. I'm gonna review everything that I have on my mind. So she has a daughter, and then there's one part where her and Uhtred are trying to get the girl down, and Brita's on the other side on top of the roof, and Uhtred's literally on the side where she climbed up at. And if Brita wouldn't have fucking done that, the little girl would have went to Uhtred anyway and survived. But Brita's fucking dumbass told her to jump to me, even though the fucking roof is fucking hay, and it can literally collapse. You wanna know what happened? She fucking jumped, and she fucking died. Brita is the worst mom of all fucking time, but... and a shitty girlfriend, but... that's her fucking doing, like, literally. Just get the child down. You could have let Uhtred save your fucking child. And you're mad at him for killing Canute, even though he was an asshole that fucking requested, fucking Ragnar to be killed. Literally. But, anyway, then you get, Brita kidnapping Pilgril. I can't fucking say. It's Pygril, I think. Pilgril. I don't know how to say it. And she kidnaps him, cuts his neck and shit, but he doesn't die, which is great. I like him because he's the only friend to Father Bioka. Oh yeah, I fucking forgot to mention in season 4, Father Bioka dies, which I hate so much, but anyway, back to it. So there's a part where Brita asks Uhtred to come to a random place, which in reality I didn't know what the fuck it was, but when I saw the area, it was literally the exact same place that Uhtred got kidnapped and enslaved, and then he got raised by his father, Earl Ragnar. Well, that was his real father because his other father was an asshole. But, the burnt down site, and Brita challenges Uhtred to a fight to the death, and I forgot, this whole series, Brita wants Uhtred to kill her, so she can send her so she can go her merry way off to Valhalla, which Uhtred would deny to do that any day. And I don't want Brita to die because I think she's a good character, but she's an asshole at the same time. But so they talk for a little bit, then Brita gets up, and I guess she forgives Uhtred for what he done. And also forgot to mention, Uhtred one time literally killed one of their sons, well, Canute's sons, but it was just a body from the children that died. But anyway, then she gets up, and then she gets an arrow to the fucking back, I believe, and no other than fucking Uhtred's daughter. I forget her name. But you didn't have to kill off Brita. She was such a good character until, like, literally, her and Uhtred grew up together. Literally, you can see at the very beginning of season 1, they grew up from child to fucking adult. And Brita just dies, and it's so fucking sad. Like, literally, he cries over it. It made me cry a little bit. This is probably the only show I have cried about in a long time, in my opinion. I have to admit it, I really do. A lot of people say men don't cry, but I do cry over some shit that I'm really invested into. But anyway, back to it. Then, towards the end of the show, Uhtred's whole thing is to go to his birthright and claim what is his for once and for all. So they do that at the very end, and he asked King Edward to help him, and King Edward agrees, I believe. Then they get to the fucking castle, and they get a whole bunch of fucking men and shit. But Uhtred has a better plan by sneaking around, breaking in, which works. But Edward's found himself in a bit of a situation. He's literally in the fucking middle of the battlefield, like all the way at the fucking edge of the cliff, and he's leading his men all the way so they can fall off and die. Like, literally, really? What a great king you are. I know he could not have saved them because they were getting pushed, but at least fight. I know. Okay, it's not even King Edward's fault. Like, if Uhtred's daughter sent those men, they literally could have helped King Edward from saving them men. But it's not King Edward's fault because they're in a bit of a sticky situation. So, they end up killing that motherfucker, the one that is a protagonist, Edward and Alfred. And I really hated him. I didn't even like him at all. You know, the guy with beard and shit. I really did not like him. Then they kill him, and then well, at the whole point, Haston dies at that part, but it sucks so bad. Made my heart hurt. But then they take back what is theirs, and then at the very final part, Uhtred is thinking about what happened during his whole life, and the baby dying and everything. It's so fucking sad, really. But yeah. But yeah, that is season 5 of The Last Kingdom, and that is the end of the series. If you want to watch my review on the movie, you can, and yeah, it's been a wild journey. I really love The Last Kingdom. I really do. I wish they would have made more, like I said before, but they can't, because there's no more books off it, and in my opinion, it's probably one of Netflix's best shows. A Netflix original, in my opinion. I really like it. I really love the show. Probably one of the best Netflix show out there. Not including Breaking Bad because it's technically AMC and shit, but I love this show no matter what, and I'll always revisit it, like I said before. But yep, hope you all enjoyed my review on The Last Kingdom Season 5, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.